Welcome back, everybody, to the Sharpshooter Sports Talk. I am your humble and gracious host, Mr. Brinsky Shaw, on the ones, the twos, the threes, the fours, and the fives, and the six, man. Got a very, very special episode, man. And of course, I got my guys up here, so it's a coach's edition. I'm just the only one who ain't a coach. So, of course, I got my older dogs right here. Y'all already know him, man. Coach Carl up in here. Of course, Alabama A&M alum and graduate former running back Coach Sean up in this thing, man. Good to have y'all brothers up in here, man.
Much love, man. Much love. Good to be back, man. See my broskies one more time. Good to see
Oh,
Coach Carr back up in here and really excited for a special
yeah.
guest, man.
What's going on with you, man?
Getting these boys ready, man, and so they can go to the next level. But y'all already know, man, like I said, we got a very, very special guest in the house tonight. So, man, I'm not gonna hold y'all any longer. So y'all already know a long introduction is coming up. So here we go. Said when you talk about rising leaders in Alabama high school football, one name that continues to stand out is Kirk Johnson. Now leading the program at Benjamin Russell, Coach Johnson brings a championship pedigree, relentless energy, and a proven winning culture to the Wildcats. Before arriving at Benjamin Russell, Coach Johnson built one of the most dominant runs in the state at Montgomery Catholic, where he compiled an incredible 55-2 record and led his team to back-to-back state championships. His ability to develop players and build disciplined teams and win in the highest level quickly made him one of the most respected young coaches in Alabama. Now in Alexander City, Coach Johnson is on a mission bringing that same championship mindset to Benjamin Russell, restoring the program elite status and early returns already shown with his impact, strong performances, and region championship in his first season. Ladies and gentlemen, please show your love for the man himself, Mr. Coach Kirk Johnson. What's going on, sir?
What's happening, fellas? Appreciate the introduction. Appreciate that introduction. God is good. God is good.
Oh yeah, man. That's what I said, man. I already told you, man. Big fan from afar. I'm glad to have you finally come up here, man. We've been trying to work this out, man. I'm just happy that you even came up here, man. To bless us with your opportunity, man.
Of course.
What can you tell the people about you? Just start it off, man. It's just barbershop talk.
Wide range of question there, but I guess just a man that's trying his best to follow the plan that God has set for him. I know that's probably a generic answer, but a guy that comes from a little small town and didn't grow up with a lot, had to lean on each other heavily. I tell our kids all the time, I'm not your average teacher. I didn't make straight A's and always want to go to school and things of that sort. So I'm just thankful that God's used me to impact these kids in a positive way through a game that I love, through the game of football.
Oh yeah, man. But I know with everything that you have going on, man, especially your journey, man, that's leading you to Benjamin Russell and everything that's going on up there, man. How do you think you became the coach that you are right now?
A lot of it goes back to coaching is just stealing stuff from everybody, right? It's things. It's growing up and learning stuff from different coaches throughout the different years, and I got to give a shout out to my mom. She taught me kind of that tough love mentality. Growing up with a single mom that's trying to raise a man that really don't have a male support. I didn't really have a male support in my life, so I would gravitate to other coaches, and then my mom would kind of hold it down at home. I always tell the story to the boys. I rushed for like 250, 2 TDs. I get in the car, I'm excited. I'm like, let's do it. Whatever. My mom was like, you dropped that pass in the third quarter, right? And so that's just that tough love mentality. Let me know that there's someone. I'm always watching, and you can always do better. So got to give a shout out to her. Pee wee coaches, high school coaches, even college coaches. A lot of those dudes influence me in different ways. It might be brought me closer to God. It might be, taught me how I want to structure kind of what we do things. Just different. Even when I got out of school, Coach Aubrey Blackwell at Catholic, when I was with him, he taught me a lot, how to really run a program and how to be the face of a program. I can probably tell you quick that I was not ready for that, coming straight out of college. And so, you pick that up from different people and you kind of put your personality and your swing on the things you want to do and you make it yours.
Yeah. Man, that's a hell of an answer right there. Man, I'm gonna let these coaches get in here, man, because I know they love to ask coaches questions, man. So y'all fire away, man. Go ahead.
If I could fire it off first, Coach Carl. Coach, it's a pleasure to meet you, man. I'm glad you up here, man. My first question would be, how did you get into coaching high school ball? I know my road was real weird. Started off in youth league and just it went bigger and bigger and bigger, and one league to the next. And next thing you know, you're in high school. How did you end up coaching high school ball?
Well, when I was 17, I was sitting in the chapel and God told me I was going to work with the youth. So I knew at 17, anybody that knows me will tell you I've been coaching since I was little. Like I was the guy that, hey man, go stand over there. Hey man, go do it, whatever. But as far as how I got to high school, when I was in college, I knew I was going to be a college coach. I mean, I was like, man, I'm going to be a college coach. This is what we're going to do. When I did a year at Auburn, I thought that's what I was going to do. I was like, this is it. And it's just weird how God works. I did a year at Sylacauga, when I did a year at Auburn. And so I had kind of did both. And I got a call from the school called Montgomery Catholic. And I was kind of broke as all get out trying to get my master's. And they told me to come down. I was like, all right, I'll make a little money. I stack my bread up. And the first call I get, as far as college-wise, I'm out. I'm going to go take it, right? Well, 2 years turned to 4 years. 4 years turned to 8 years. 12 years later, I was the head coach and making really good money. And honestly, the coolest thing about high school that I fell in love with was watching a ninth grade turd, a kid that you want to choke the snot out of him, watching him turn into a young man by senior year. That development from 9th to 12th, you don't get that in college, man. It's amazing to watch a kid who's just now hitting puberty, who squeaky little voice and barely can put his helmet on, right? And then to the kid that stands up and he signs that scholarship his senior year and his chest is out, he has a lot of confidence, And I'm sure, you get some of that in college a little bit, but I fell in love with that. And so, honestly, that's probably why I'm still in the high school realm. So how I got here is God, but I definitely thought I was going to be I guess 20 years ago, I'd have been praying that I'd be Nick Saban making, $11 million a year at the University of Alabama. But, God's plan is bigger than ours. So loving what I do. Love the high school ball. Love it.
I think what you just said is prevalent, man. I think that's striking nerve with myself and Coach Carl. I can remember a kid named A.J. Harris I had when he was in 9th grade. And I was with him for 2 years, man. When you saw that kid when he was a junior, this kid came. I'll never forget. He had his knee pads and that's back when he used to have he had his knee pads and his thighs and his thigh pads and his knee. Big old thigh pads.
It's quick how, and I don't know who AJ Harris. Shout out to him, but it's quick how those guys forget that too. When they become seniors, they think they walk around with their shirts out. I'm like, well, I remember when you had your butt pad on your nose because you thought it was a part of your helmet. So don't forget about that now. So it's cool. It's cool to see that, man. And there's several kids I could list and name, and I would be doing a disservice because it's hard to remember them all. But there's so many kids that when they walk through the door, you go, man, that kid ain't never gonna play here. And then by a senior year, you're like, what am I gonna do if this kid leave here? So, So that to me is the best part about high school athletics.
This kid ended up going to Troy. His dad, AJ Senior, was awesome. Very, very talented young man. So I definitely vibe with you on that. And to me, that was the joy in it, man. I commend you now because I know I'm up here in Huntsville, Alabama, and Madison up here with Bob Jones and James Clemens.
Well, we got to make a trip up there.
Oh, do you for real?
Yeah,
this coming up season.
Yeah, we played May Jemison the first game of the season on a Thursday night.
10 minutes down the road, man.
Yeah. Rico White is a Montgomery guy. I've known him for a long time.
No, Rico,
he's came down and kind of shadowed me in some things we do at our program. And, man, one thing led to another. And we're going to come up there. We're going to pay him a visit, man. So y'all take care of us up there in Huntsville.
Oh yeah, man. Y'all gonna have a great time up here, man. Eat good, kick back. You know what I mean?
Bump all that. It's only good if you win.
It's only good if you win, though. It's only good if you win, though. Yeah, facts.
Can't about no food. Can't about no
Hey,
food.
it's only good if you win. The meals don't mean nothing. All facts.
Coach Carl, I know you want to get in there.
Hey, Coach Johnson, man, what's the motivating factor for you, man, that keeps you going in coaching? Because this guy here, man, I stepped down up this year. We had a close season and our thing packed around, and I just gave it up this year. So, man, what's that motivation drive that keeps you going?
Coach, it's kind of all over the place with that, man. You got to know me to know to know me, but like I'm a competitive person, Coach. Like I almost divorced my wife over a spike ball game. Like, Coach, I'm very competitive. So, like, I don't know if I can cuss on this platform, but
man, you can do whatever.
But I love the shit talk from a lot of other coaches too. You know, I read a lot of stuff and I see a lot of stuff, and I screenshot a lot, and that's just back pocket motivation for me. And so when you talk about what motivation in coaching, I mean nobody. I ain't gonna say nobody because I don't know everybody, but I don't get into anything if I don't want to be the best at it, right? And so there's people out here that I view and idolize and have much respect for, and I think that they're the greatest thing since sliced bread, but I want to knock them off. So my sights is, I heard a long time ago, you should spend your life chasing someone, but you should also know that somebody chasing you. So that's how I live it. So I'm going after the Jeff Kellys, the Mark Freemans, all those dudes. But yet I know there's a young guy who's behind me going, I want your spot, Coach Kirk Johnson, Coach Jay. So that's what motivates me, man. And then now, in the last year and a half of my life, and I've had a son, and it's completely changed the way I sleep, the way I drink, the way I eat, the way I drive. Because now that's a different motivation. Because now I was kind of living for me, but now I got to live to make sure 100 years from now he has a good life. That I set him up and put him on the right path with things I didn't have. Growing up in the projects in a 2-bedroom home with 18 people living in it. So so creating generational wealth for him and just all those type of things. But if you're talking about coaching, man, it's the people that say you can't or you won't or you never will. You never win a state championship. Oh, okay, got that. He'll never do it again. Okay, back to back. Oh, he'll never go to Ben Russell and win. Oh, okay, we went to the semis in the first year. Okay, like all that stuff, it motivates me.
Yeah, man. You definitely on your way, man. That's why I'm like, I can tell, man, you live, sleep, eat, all this stuff, breathe football, man. 100%. And that's why I just tell why Benjamin Russell got you up there in the first place.
Well, Ben Russell is a rich in tradition in football, man. And growing up, they were in our area one time in high school, and gosh, I just remember them being uber athletic, and it was time for a change for me, man. I had to swap it up and do something different and put my footprint somewhere else, and it felt right, and it still feels right. So we're gonna keep on.
Was it hard leaving Catholic, man? Because I know you put your foot down in Catholic, man, and you just got anything you wanted.
I'd be lying if I told you yes, and I'd be lying if I told you no. So it's a mixture of both. When you talk about leaving a place, yes, it's hard because I was there for 12 years. So you talk about relationships, but more so the kids. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of kids there that, man, I've known since they were born. Caden Dees, I don't coach that kid. I've literally known that kid all his life. You know what I mean? So leaving him behind, but it's not hard when things line up the way they're supposed to do and guys in it. That part ain't hard, right? If it checks your boxes and you got to go do it, then you got to go do it. It's going to feel weird. It's going to feel a little different, but man, like I said, if God's hand in it, you got to go do what you got to do.
Yeah, man. With everything that you are doing right now, man, you definitely on your way, especially us being close in age. Not trying to throw Coach Carl and Coach Sean under, but even though y'all not too much older. But, man, everything that you accomplished so far at this age, man, is pretty damn incredible. I ain't gonna lie. And I know when you finally, I ain't gonna say finally, when you already setting a foundation at Benjamin Russell, the sky's the limit where you're going to be able to take that, especially with the players that you already had with Cederian Morgan that's already at Alabama, and you already got that star quarterback back there, Kingston, man, who is a dog.
They
Who
do.
is a dog,
I
man.
do. And I don't deserve credit for Cederian Morgan. You know, that kid was a big time player before we got there. I like to tell him all the time, man. We just help guide your path, man. We caught you and try to help guide your path. And you know, everybody wants to talk about how well how good he plays. Man, that dude is a phenomenal young man. You know, type of young man that, you know, he can spend the night at the house all he wants to, you know what I mean? Get a key to the house, you know, that type of young man. So, and that's very rare in today's world that, you know, a young man with that much success and light shine upon him be as humble and respectful as he is. And so, and Kingston's the same way. You know, he comes from great parents that value relationships and value, you know, honest coaching towards their kid. And so, I'm just fortunate enough to have Coach Cederian and then two to have Kingston as well. And there's several other those players that have been Russell that are really, really talented players. You know, Caleb Spivey is unfreaking real. And so, you know, so like I said, if you start naming people, man, you know, you'll leave somebody out. But like I said, I'm so fortunate that because you can't win without players and you can't win without coaches. So my name gets called, but, you know, they do most of the work.
Yeah, because that was going to be one of the things that we was going to get into anyway, because, and I'm glad that you said that, man, because a lot of people don't highlight, even though they're a tremendous player, that they are great character people. And that's good that you said that about Darren.
Once again, they don't always work like that. You know, you know the player you played with in high school that should be in the league right now, but wouldn't do right, wouldn't put the stuff down, wouldn't listen, whatever his not making story is. You know, 2 weeks of being on Ben Russell campus, I knew that wasn't going to be Cederian. The way he carries himself, the way, you know, I mean, the little special needs girl that speak to him, you know, whatever that kid is, he the way he moves, I was like, oh yeah. We, you know, and I tell people all the time, if he don't buy in when we get there, the staff that I brought, then we wouldn't have been as talented as we were. You know, he bought in and the rest of them followed suit. You know, Elijah Johnson and Lajavius Calhoun, Baby J is what we call him. I mean, they bought in and that allowed us to have a lot of success because without the buy-in from, you know, it's essentially the top dog, we would have been, you know, we'd have been looking crazy.
Yeah, man, because I know one of the guys that you brought over there, man, that easily was one of my favorite guys is BJ Peggood, man.
Hey, my dog, man. You know, I'm so proud of that kid, man. You know, BJ's been through a lot. Very underrated player, still very underrated player. He's going to have a really, really successful college career. BJ, you know, I tell him all the time, he hates me for saying this. I hope he watched this, but he's a better corner than he is receiver. You know, think about this. This kid, you know, went for 1,000 yards receiving this year. We get down to the All-Star game. He decides he wants to play corner and ends up starting in the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game at corner. Like, that's hard to do, man. You talking about 53 best players in the state, and you go start at corner, and that ain't even your position. You know what I mean? Like, he just does it, man, and super electric and proud. Like I said, proud of him. You know, his high school career was kind of rough, man, and so you know he comes, you know, goes to Greenville, and they didn't really have a lot of success, and his mom made a business decision to come to Catholic and sought after me, and you know we go win a state championship, and then that year I'd say I'm leaving, and he's like, well, dang. I just got here. So anyway, you know, his mom makes another business decision to get him out there. So man, I'm super proud of that kid, and I'm thankful I got to coach him for the 2 years I had him.
Coach, I watched that game. I watched that Alabama Mississippi game, man, and it was a point in time in that game where it looked like the other coach was saying something slick to you. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's right there at the end of the half or the end of the game. I don't know, but y'all was putting it to him pretty good. And it looked like he was in his feelings a little bit, respectfully. You know what I mean?
Well, I fear God. No man. I'll leave with that. But I think he was more mad at the refs than he was me.
Was he for real? Okay.
Yeah. So man, people don't really understand how that whole game works, man. You go through all these sitting rule things, and the refs tell you what they're gonna do, and then they're not even the ones that's there, and people like it's a bunch of craziness. And so anyway, you get there and they do all the things that they said you can't do, right? Yeah. And so you know, for instance, like you can't blitz. Well, man, I mean it's the first drive and they're blitzing all over the place, and I'm like, hold on, man. So if you go back and watch the first quarter, I'm yelling and going crazy. Well, since they did it, I mean, don't get it twisted.
Of course. Hey, here we go. Yeah.
Anyway, so it's stuff like that, man. Like, so he was upset, and he like me and him we have actually a pretty good relationship. You know, just being black men in this profession. Like, I ain't got no beef. I don't want no beef with you. So he's reached out a couple times. I've reached out to him, and so I mean, that's the first time that two African Americans or the head coaches, if I'm not mistaken, I think that was the first time that two not African, like both of them on both sides were both African American. Yeah. So yeah, man. So shout out to that, both committees for making that happen, and shout out for him for, you know, carrying himself and doing what he's supposed to do, and myself as well. So that was like very cool experience, man. That was a bucket list thing for me. You know,
I'm glad y'all went down there and dominated, man. Especially,
I'm burnt out on these All-Star games. Man. It's 3 years in a row for me. I was the head coach 3 years ago, the North-South game, won that. The next year I was a DC at the Alabama-Mississippi game. We won that. And then this year was the head coach at the Alabama-Mississippi game, won that. I was like, hey, man, I'm going to take a break from these games. But, hey, I need it's a grind, man. It feels like, if you know anything about football, it feels like college camp, man. You practicing 2 and 3 times a day, and you're going to film, and like, bro, all I wanted was a nap.
Yeah, man. Because I know I was happy, man, to see because you coach one of my young bulls that's down there in Florida, Dylan Purter.
Oh my God, man!
I love
so, man, me and Dino go way back. So. Me and Dino go back, man. I'm so proud of that kid, man. Quiet, won't say a dang word, but a ball playing fool. Ball playing fool. So yeah, shout out to him, man. He gonna be real good for Florida. I always question, you know, what he would play, if it's corner, if it's safety, or does he get, you know, swole up and go play some star backer type situation. But that kid's gonna be he gonna do real well. They just need to get him to talk a little bit. Play some young boy or whatever these kids listen to.
Oh, trust me, he listened to it, man. That man's a leader, man. He does. By example too, because that needs to be talked about by example.
I can tell you this, Coach Johnson, man. The one thing I really respect about you is you can definitely tell your staff follow you. I know personally that it's not like that all the time, especially in high school. Sometimes these coaches have egos, man, and the staffs don't really rock like that. You know what I mean? So I really respect the fact that you got a great staff around you, some great kids around you. That's the part I respect, man. Putting it all together. Putting it all together, man.
Man, listen, ain't no game, no state championship, ain't none of that won by one individual. And I think that genuine relationships in this coaching world is done. I mean, there's several coaches that I have lost that, man, I couldn't have done it without them. And I can name several, man, and I'm fortunate enough to keep the nucleus together, the core together. But and I know I ain't gonna be able to keep them dudes forever. I lost 2 really good assistants this year to Opelika. So and those guys are dynamic, and they're gonna go on and be successful. I hope that 5-10 years down the road they're head coaches, and we get opportunity to play each other. And that's what the business is about, and it's about growing people and finding somebody where they're at and trying their best to get them to the next point. And that's what somebody did with me. I didn't come into this profession as a head coach. I didn't, whatever. So I got a couple titles and, did well with my titles, and then, kept growing. And I looked up and I was like, oh my God, I am a head coach. What is going on? Who in the world would entrust their kids to be with me? So yeah, man, I'm glad you said that, man, because I value that, man. We have my staff over here at my house. We do
that's good stuff. That's good.
I do a retreat every year with those guys, man, so we can get away. I tell people all the time now, you got to remember, when we're on peak, my wife and the wives think we just hang out up there, right? We just hang out and joke with each other. And I'd be like, Coach Jay and Kirk Johnson are 2 completely different people, right? When I'm on the field, man, I'm Coach Jay, man. I ain't
fun.
I'm trying to right. I'm trying to go, right? But when you get me to the crib, man, and we playing tonk or spades, or
hold on now.
Yeah, hold on now. Hold on now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So getting coaches in that setting where they can relax and kind of let the shoulders down a little bit, man. That goes a long way. You find out a lot about guys. So I lock us up in a cabin in the woods, and we have a good time at the end of the season. And then like I said, we do cookouts and stuff over here, man. I actually lost a rib contest last year, so I'm kind of I got to get what they say. They get back a mug.
Get back. Get your lick back. That's what the young folks say.
I got to get that.
So you top tier on that grill.
I do well for myself, man. I feel like what my kids say. I feel like my badges are good. My badges.
I'm about to say, man, you said it. You do your best.
Now we all feel like we're a cook now, but come on now. Sometimes you gotta be honest, coach.
Coach, hey, listen. One thing I ain't gonna do to you, coach. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. You might not like what I say, but I ain't gonna lie to you.
Like
I said though. Now the guy I lost to back is bigger than mine, so that should have told me something off the rip.
Hey, they tell you he can burn.
Yeah, I should have.
You know what it is. Yeah.
I didn't read the scout report. I did not read the scout report. So,
take JJ's question,
Big back and cook.
Yeah, coach. He 20 years older than me, so he's been doing it a little bit.
Oh no, man! I bet he had an open toe sandals with it too.
Yeah. Oh, I knew I was done when he threw the towel over his shoulder. I was like,
oh
man, Lord.
One of our people, man, JJ, man, he asked a question. Asked him how you feel about the Alabama Association moving the state championship games to Mobile this year. I didn't even know that.
So I did. I'm once again, I'm indifferent on it. I love the venue. The venue is awesome. It's going to be great for, I never really liked the Alabama and Auburn situation because it's just too big, right? I love the UAB. I love the UAB because of central location. Like, it's hard. You got to think about a school in Huntsville. They make it to the state championship. They got to travel down to Mobile. Well, let's say I'm just going to name two random teams. Let's say Mobile and Viger and Bob Jones. I know they're in the same classification, but let's say Viger goes and Bob Jones go, they playing each other. Well, dang, man, that's crazy,
home game,
right? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Not even much of a home game. Think about the travel. If it's in Birmingham or Montgomery, it's kind of equal travel across the state, unless you are in Montgomery or Birmingham, which you can't do nothing about that. But as far as the venue, though, the Mobile is doing a really, really good job. I mean, South Alabama is doing a really good job, and they've hosted a lot of the Alabama High School Athletic Association events. They host both All-Star. They've hosted the All-Star game, the North-South All-Star game, and the Alabama-Mississippi game the last couple of years, and they do a really good job.
And the Senior Bowl,
and the Senior Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, I knew they still do some stuff at Lad Peoples with that too, though, right?
I do that at South Alabama.
The whole thing at South Alabama. I thought they still practice and stuff. Okay. Well,
no, they do everything at South Alabama.
Okay. Well, there you go. So you see what I'm saying? Like, the venue is awesome. It's a really good venue. But like I said, man, it's just you got to think about that driving for those schools. So thank God I'm not, in a Huntsville or something like that, because that would be awful.
Yeah, it's tough.
Thank God you don't have to play against Williamson or Viger neither, because you're not in 5A anymore. So.
Well, it's funny you say that.
4A, so
it's funny you say that. It's funny you say that. Viger's on my schedule, big dog.
Viger's in your area?
No, they're on my schedule. We played in week 5.
Your schedule, but
we played in. They come to us week 5. So the bye week.
Hey man, I need field passes.
You got him. Come on, I know a guy. I know a guy. I know a guy.
Yeah, man.
And, I got a question for you.
Go ahead. My fault.
Outside of everybody, we all know about Kingston, right? Mm-hmm. Who's your next up? Like, give me 2 kids that's next up that don't nobody know about. Nobody, ain't nobody paying attention to, because over here, Rep 1, like I work with some guys that Rep 1 exposure. What we do is try to bring exposure on kids that ain't nobody paying attention to.
I don't like that question because it's not fair. That's not fair to my team. But what I will say is, because of his leadership, I'm gonna give you a guy. Man, Caleb Kendricks is one of my favorite kids I've ever coached in my career.
Wow.
Hard-nosed kid, undersized kid, but freaking gets it. You know what I mean? He reminds me of myself. Don't want to be outworked. Very, very outspoken. Comes every day with his chest out like he got something to prove. And so if you're looking for like me to give you an answer for the next 5-star, 4-star, I don't have that one. But as far as
we don't want no guys.
I know, but I'm saying, but as far as a kid that means something to my program and what I'm trying to build with young men, Caleb Kendricks has that. He has it all day, every day, twice on Sunday. And if you see him in the weight room, if you walked in our weight room and you saw him, and I was like, hey man, that is the dude right there, you would be like, you look at me and go, boy, get out of here. And I'm telling you right now, if he heard you, he'd be he got a big old nose too. If he heard you, that nose would be touching your nose, and he'd let you know about it. And I like that. You know what I mean? He got something to prove, and he loves Alex City. He loves that. You know what I mean? So shout out to him. And there's several other kids on my team that are underrated that can that deserves the verbal praise and things of that nature. But when you say underrated and thinking about like coach, because nothing he does at a camp is going to show up for what he means to our football team, right?
Yeah.
You're going to tell him to run a 40, whatever, it'd be average. You're going to tell him to do a broad jump, it's going to be average, right? You're going to tell him to cover a couple kids or whatever, it'd be average. All right, now tell him Friday night to put them pads on and put the helmet on. Somebody getting their block knocked off, right? Somebody, and he going to hold everybody around him accountable and those type of things.
Kids I love.
That's what,
several kids like that.
I fuss at all my college. Most of my friends now are in college, and I fuss at them all the time. Y'all out here recruiting all these dudes based off size. What happened to recruiting good football players? Dudes Dudes that when that whistle,
you guys at the bottom talking about that all the time.
Man, when that whistle sound, somebody got to get their shit hit. And so,
that's it. Man.
So,
love
anyway,
kids.
So I love that. He deserves some shout out and praise. He's been very, 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 very phenomenal in our off season program of what we're doing and what we're building. And we do a competition team and we do teams and he man, he on one, as the kids say, he on one.
Hey, that's what we need, coach. Like that's what I be talking about. Even with us, we talk Alabama football sometimes. And the number one thing I say is Bama has nobody that will go out there and knock the shit out you.
Cederian Morgan.
Nobody. CD play offense now, so he can't go. He won't go. He can't go knock the shit out you.
If we get CD on this phone right now, and the first thing he's gonna tell you, Coach Jay gonna tell me to hit some shit. So hey, you can hit that receiver. You gotta go in there block somebody. You gotta, anyway, yeah, man. Shout out to Bama too. Anyway,
you can knock one head off, but that's the thing, biggest thing on Bama defense that I didn't like the last 2 years on the board. Won't nobody knock nobody the fuck out, man. Like, just go ahead and kill somebody and get a flag. Just take the flag.
Start writing them checks, things start looking a little different.
You're right about that one, man.
Yeah, I saw that up close and personal myself, man. But I really respect that and I love that, man. That's how me and Coach feel. We talk about, I'm an offensive guy. We talk about it all the time. I had a kid, man. Oh, but you better up that, man. You gotta up that, bro. You know what I mean? But look,
I'm a D guy, so.
But look, we put them points on the board, Coach. You know how it be sometimes.
Yeah. And stress, and you stress the hell out of a head coach. Anyway,
yes, sir.
Ask your question, man. My bad.
Yes, sir. I love that. I love that. See, did you hear that was genuine, Brinsky? What you just heard, that was genuine. I love that. I can really speak what you just said. I had a kid named Terry. I tell this story all the time, and I'm really bad. I got to quit using kids' names. I use my kid name. I got to stop using the other kid name. Forgive me for that. But my kid, Terrion, or kid wasn't really recruited that much, had maybe 2 or 3 scholarship offers from small schools. 4-star kid who played at Auburn. This kid was getting all the pub, all the sign, the autographs, walking in. No problem. Shout out to the kid. Love him. Love his parents. Kid was doing a lot of talking, coach. A lot of talking, a lot of disrespectful stuff. This was on 707, so you can't hide behind no helmet. I could see the antics. I could see when my boy was locking him up, coach. I could see the pout coming. I could see, how to cut kids, coach. You can see it. The pout coming, the arguing with the coach coming. He mad because this lesser ranked kid was doing him dirty. And Terrion's what letting him know about it. Bubba was letting him know about it.
100%. 100%, bro.
Yeah, I love that, man.
And there's so many kids like that, very, 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 very underrated, under recruited, underranked. And so
yes, sir.
that man, I say it all the time. If you're going off these rankings, that's a bunch of people that ain't never even played no football. So
man, say it loud. Say it again.
I don't care about no rankings. And here's the problem those rankings create is they create kids in high school looking left and right instead of looking forward.
Yes, sir.
You can't be looking left and right worried about where the next person's getting. You gotta look forward. So
and look, coach, some of them, I know personally, some of them, if they don't have the right coaching staff, they'll get to college and be shell shocked.
100%, man.
Shell shocked.
Coach, I'm gonna say this, and I'm probably gonna get on a tangent. I don't need to, but one of the best players in the state last year was Jordan Holmes. That kid is 5'10", 5'9", I don't know, 170,
He's
180
sharp,
pounds.
young,
I don't know. I don't know how big he is, but I'll tell you this: if Kirk Johnson was drafting the team, yeah, he in that top. His name is coming off that board quick.
Yes,
and
sir.
so if you're looking, of course, Cederian Morgan. I mean, yeah, that kid's 6'4", 6'5", can run. I mean, I love that kid to death.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you, Jordan Holmes in the same realm of type player as far as the game of football, right? And so he deserved, but kid goes to Kennesaw because he ain't 6'1". He didn't have some kind of ungodly 40 or whatever, but that kid is a ball player.
His time coming.
Yeah.
Football player. He gonna go there and he gonna do real well. And in all those schools that didn't recruit him, he gonna I need my NIL money now, big dog.
That's
I need help. I'm gonna get you on the back. What they say, get it on the back end.
Get on the back end.
Coach,
Yeah,
I
Coach.
have said this to them many, many times about that kid, man. I was just like, every single week, it was always some. Shout out to his dad that played at Alabama
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Where he played, Brinsky? Where he played?
Yeah, he played
Lord.
at Alabama State, that
Oh,
school
my
down the road, man.
Oh, my
Sean Holmes. Sean Holmes. Yeah, Sean Holmes. So shout out to Sean Holmes. Shout out to Jordan, man. Really, another really, really good kid, too. Really, really good kid.
Yeah. I had one last year too, Coach, man. Last 2 years I had one. Christian Moore, linebacker. Nobody wanted the kid. Probably, I always say he was best linebacker in the state of Alabama. He was phenomenal.
I always say this too. I'm sorry to cut you. I always say this too. Don't ever make statements like that because then you're hurting the kid. I always say things. He's always I never if you ask me is Cederian Morgan the best receiver in the state, I'll never say that. He one of the best.
One of them.
Because when you say statements like that, people want to create a negative light and try to debate. Like, this ain't no debate. I'm just telling you my kid good. So I refrain from saying things like that now because, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think I'm the best head coach in the state. I think I'm one of the best. I think I'm one.
You damn sure.
You damn close to it.
Ain't no argument.
Yeah, you do what you want to with the rest of that. But
you in the top with Freeman and the rest of them. I put it that way.
Not yet. Tell them. Hey, I'm coming for a seat at that table though. That's for dang sure. Maybe not yet, but I'm coming for a seat.
Hey,
so
man.
I cut you off, man. I'm sorry, I cut you. You talking about
no? What I was saying, I was like, man, the kid was phenomenal. Nobody else paid attention to him. So once he started getting that buzz around, nobody still wanted him. Georgia brought him over there 16, 17 times and told him he was too small. He used that as motivation. Now he in Oklahoma. Like,
that kid is a freaking baller. Yeah. Man, I heard man, it's so crazy, man. I was in a recruiting thing, a group text, and I watched the coach get fried over that kid because he was in the state. I'm about to release some information. He's in the state, and the coach should have been recruiting that kid in this state, and he blew it. So I just know a lot of folks got some cussing outs about that kid.
As they should, because we were screaming for 2.5 years and nobody paid attention.
But there's several kids like that, man. Coach, there's a kid at Central Tuscaloosa right now that play receiver. Oh my!
Trey Hall.
Trey Hall.
Yeah.
Boy, Lord have mercy. Oh,
dude,
my God.
Freak.
Coach,
super freak.
Coach, if he went to if you pick that kid up and you put him at Saraland, he'd be the number one player in the nation.
Number one player in the nation.
You know, because of the resource and all that thing, man. And that coach is doing a phenomenal job at Central Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
That kid is a freaking dog.
And you know what, so Coach, that stuff what you talk about, that stuff has been going on for quite some time, man.
Oh man, your area, where you are matters now.
Yeah, man, where you are matters. That's a whole fact. I had a kid a few years back, my last year, Jacquez Watkins. Kid ended up, nobody wanted to recruit him. Kid ended up going to Southern Mississippi, snapping. You know what I mean? Played for the Eagles. But up here, then nobody, Auburn got on him a little late. His dad was a huge Auburn fan. None of the big schools was getting on him. Quiz was awesome. He ended up playing at Southern Mississippi, setting all kind of records. Played for the Eagles a few years, got hurt. Played on the Steelers practice squad a few years, got hurt. Now he's with the Chiefs on their practice squad. But the kid is getting paid, doing his thing, playing the game he loved to play. But you're right about that, man. Where you are matters.
I think it's our job as coaches in this profession to remind kids that not everybody's journey looks the same, and use that motivation. One of my best friends, my little brother, he ain't my little brother, Jeremy Johnson.
Yeah,
and he wouldn't mind me telling this story. Like, shout out to Jeremy. Man, this dude was a preseason All-American.
My Auburn Jeremy.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
You know, Jeremy's my OC here at Ben Russell, right? And so
Yeah.
preseason All-American, everything. I mean, it's probably you know, grown women throwing their panties in his dorm room for you know what he was about to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his fame fell, right? And so where were all them people went? You know what I mean? So like, well, I use that scenario to say like, you gotta stay here, right?
Yeah.
That dude's a 4-star. That's cool. I'm still gonna work. I ain't worried about that. And whether it be Southern Miss, whether it be Huntington College, whether it be Faulkner, whether it be Alabama, whatever, you go play and you just see how it unfolds, man. Not just because you play at Bama don't make you the best player in the nation.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Hey, my former teammates say that all the time. My former teammate up here at Alabama A&M University, he got drafted before some of the Bama. Robert Mathis, he got drafted before.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
Rob.
03? No.
Nah, he was Rob was leaving. You know when he was in the league?
No, when he graduated A&M.
No, he graduated A&M. Like Robert had to graduate. He had to graduate in 2000. You know
2000. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was. I 03, 02. I knew it was somewhere.
Yeah.
I remember him. Yeah, I remember that dude. I had a cousin played up there, and I remember him.
Yeah, Rob got drafted before some of the Bama players that same year. The same.
And that's so. I tell people all the time, if you go watch the draft, it's not all major P4s that are getting like. I mean, there's other schools that you gotta just. Just go shoot your shot, man. Go shoot your shot. Go shoot your shot.
NFL gonna find you wherever you at.
Go shoot your shot, man. Go shoot your
NFL.
shot.
They gonna come where you at,
Coach. Man, it has been an honor and a pleasure, man. Because I know you got stuff to do, man.
Do you hear him in the background?
I hear him.
Sound like my household.
I think he's good right now. My wife came and grabbed him, so we are ticking down. I got about 4 more minutes. So what up?
No, man. I just want to let you know, man. I can just tell, man. You can just tell when somebody's a man's man, and I can see why everybody just love you, especially the people that I know that I'm super cool with. I understand why they love you. I'm like, man, I'm just talking to you from a computer screen, and I can see why. And I'm like, hey, man, that's the type of dude I want my son to be around.
He made me want to come out of retirement now. I'll come out of retirement and coach with somebody.
I am who I am, man. I am who I am. Now, if I put my wife on this Zoom call, she probably can give you the bad.
They all gonna do that. Like women's not gonna say anything good about us. They always gonna say the bad.
Man. We all married men up here, and trust me, I know how that is.
And I try my best to shout her out on everything I speak on. And so I'm gonna take the second to shout her out. You know,
please do.
I cannot do this without her, right? The long hours, the nights when I'm not here, taking a kid on a recruiting visit, whatever it is, and she's right there rocking, man. And she's missed one game in my whole coaching career. We've been together for
Don't get it wrong now.
Don't get it wrong now.
All right. 2014, 13 years. So we've been together 13 years. We've been married for 9. And she's missed one game, and it's because her friend was getting married. So, and listen, man, I'm thankful that I got a good one that supports it, understands it, and shout out to her.
Anytime you need, like I said, man, I understand now why you said something about when I said I was down in the Auburn Opelika area. I understand now why you was saying, okay, because you lost some coaches.
No, man. Hey, man, shout out to them guys, man. They're going to better themselves. And
of course, I'm just talking about then you battle them now.
now, I mean, we're going to announce our replacements, and we feel good about what we brought to the table. Actually, a local guy to one of y'all. I ain't gonna release no information just yet because you got to be board approved in this public school world. So, man, excited about that too, man. Coaching is relationships, man. You network, you meet people. Hey, one of y'all might be hiring me soon. I might need a job, Coach Taylor. So
hey, man, I got a front row seat to the AD down here. So you need a job, come on down. I'll clear it open for you.
Nah, man. Hey, man.
But I will say this, Coach. I said, man, I'm right down the road. Anytime you need pictures or anything, I'm here. That's why I said I'm just happy that finally get to talk to you and meet you, man.
Yeah.
Wish you best of luck. That's why I said, man, please don't be a stranger because, man, this been amazing, man. I ain't gonna lie.
And I'm gonna try to get over the coach, man.
Yeah,
I'm coming to hang out, man.
Coach, I'm an open door policy. You pull up, man. You pull up anytime you want, man. And like I said, I appreciate you guys, man. I don't care to say it, man. You're African American, man. Let's keep doing positive things. Let's keep changing the narrative on what we were and what we can be. Man, I'm like I said, I'm uber thankful for what God has done with me, and if I can help you guys out in any way with anything, reach out. Sharp, get my number, share it with them. I'm awful on Twitter and Instagram. I mean, I don't do none of that stuff for real.
I'm about to say
terrible,
my number
bro.
now.
Yeah, bro, I'm terrible,
like
man. I'm awful, bro. And I lost, I lost a kid who coached with me. He was kind of the social. He kept me up to date with all that. I'm awful with that stuff, man. I see it and I'm like, all right, let me respond. And then, squirrel, and then it went.
Gone.
I forgot about it. So texting me is the best way. My wife will send me the same message 7 times because I'll be in and be like, I don't know what the heck. I'll be in, hey, what a milk at in the, I done got milk 10 times and don't know what a milk at in the stove. So like it's, my mind be racing. So shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate you boys. And like I said, if you need anything from me, let me know.
Coach, I appreciate it, man.
Hey, come in, Noxie. I'm gonna let y'all meet him, man. Come in, Noxie. Noxie, come in.
Yeah.
Come in. Come on, man.
Superstar.
Yeah. We're going for cornerback. We're gonna. He mad right now. We're going for corner. Say hey, Noxie. Say hey.
What's up, young man?
What's going on, man?
Say hey.
All right. So he gonna be the next coach. He the next one. Yeah, he the next one.
Yeah. He better learn how to lock some people up because we're gonna be tiny, but we're gonna be about that life. I promise you that.
Coach, we appreciate you more than you know, man.
God bless you, man.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Yes, sir. All right.
Yeah, man. Everybody, man. That was Coach Kirk Johnson, man. That was awesome, man.
Yeah.
People like that, man, you gotta respect. That's a man's man right there, man. That is highly respect.
That's the
right
kind
there,
of coach
man.
you want to go coach with.
Like, see, that's why
it makes you want to coach.
Yeah, bro, and that's why I say, Coach Carl, I think people take it for granted. People that don't know, bro, listen, every coaching staff don't have people like that
at all.
You know what I'm saying? So, believe us or not, there's a few coaching staffs that have head coaches that don't know what the hell they're doing. They out there for ego. They out there to be seen, man.
Just to be seen. This
is a fact. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was so lucky, man. I got a chance to see Shannon Brown. I got a chance to see Coach Wade Waldrop. I got a chance to see, Coach Douglas, Coach Connor. I got a chance to see these dudes who was teachers. They was teachers of the game, right? Mm-hmm. They wasn't the best athletes, but they was teachers. They enjoyed the community they was in, Coach Carl. So they cared about the kids. They wasn't out there to put the spotlight on them and stuff, man. And that's who really I learned from. Jeremy Brewer. I learned from Terrence Williams. I learned from these guys, man. And I appreciate coaches like that for real. That's why I think all of us rock so well together.
Yeah, man. Like I ain't tell no lie. My first stop, my head coach was killing kids, man. And I just sat back and I watched and watch. And he was so rough with the language that he was giving the kids. So I couldn't even be tough. I had to be the laid back coach that reaching where they at. Like he gonna tear you down, so I had to build you up. So that's where I started connecting with kids so much, man, because I learned their language. I learned how they move at early, man. My first year into coaching, I had to learn how to reach the kids where they at because the head coach would tear them down, and I had to build them back up. I was already training them by myself, right? Then I got to build you too. So when I started asking other coaches to come around with me, I was like, hey, man, we all got to train and we all got to build them up because coach gonna kill them. So we got to resurrect them every single time. And in every game had time, he would tear heads off. Get on the sideline, we all get together. Don't worry about what he said. Let's go play football. We're getting our head beat in.
Yep.
Like, still got to pick your kids up because they'll quit on you. We just kept on training, kept on teaching till we start winning games. We went from scoring 0 points to scoring 6 points to scoring 12 points to scoring 18 points to start winning games. So it took a long process. And then when I got down here, I got with a really good coach. Flowed off well. We were doing damn good together. And then they let him go. And then we got this one.
Yep.
Right.
I know how that goes.
That shit went straight downhill again.
I know how that goes.
We got a new one coming in sometime next week. See how that one turn out. But I'm gonna work as well as I can with him.
Tell them this, Coach Carl. Like people don't realize, and this is and what I can say is I think this go from youth league all the way up to college. I don't know about the pros, but I know from youth league all the way to college because I seen it as a player and I seen it as a coach. Some kids, you could fuss at a player the same way. This kid over here gonna take it different than that kid over there.
That kid, yeah.
So you got to coach him different. You can't be the same. Now this one, he from around our way, man. You know that I can cuss at him. I can, man, what the? I can talk to him. This one, I can't do that. He's gonna go tell mama. He's not. And this is from 10 years old to 20 years old, man. This is the truth. You know what I'm saying, Coach Carr? You
100%. Because you can have 3 kids like that, man. You can have one from the hood, one from the fringe of the hood, and one from the suburbs. Yeah, that kid in the suburbs, you can't curse at that kid from the suburbs.
You better not.
Those other 2, you can get on them, but the one that's on the fringe of the hood, you can't get on. The harder you get on the hood kid. Yeah. That hood kid, you can beat him down, tear him down, call him anything you want to. All you're gonna do is make him go harder. The other 2, you got to babysit them. Really got to babysit them. You got to break them down like, hey, dude, you're messing up. This what you gotta
eat. Yeah.
And then once they get it, then you can curse them. Then you can fuss at them. If they don't get it, you can't fuss at them until you know they have it. They don't have it. You just gotta keep on babysitting them, walking them while you building the tough guys. Just get on the tough guys, and then let the tough guy get on the guys that
get on the guys. Facts.
Get on the guys from the suburbs. Like those guys get on the nice guys. They don't take that home to the mom. But if you do it, well, he embarrassed me in front of all the kids. Like, and then mom comes to the field with her wig on, and she just ready to pull that wig off and go ham on you. But yeah, I know the ropes, man, and it's vice versa too. Now you get some of those suburban kids that you can just go stupid on. And
they trying to prove themselves. Some of them like whatever. And, you know?
They trying to prove that they're hard like the hood kids. You get some of those hood kids that got that in their life. Soon as you get on them, they're like, okay, dude, I got something for you. They ready to up that thing on you, right? So
some of them kids, man, all they got is that's facts. Some of them kids remind me of this kid named Demarius, man. Kid, all he had at that age was football. Kid wasn't the talented kid, but kid heart was just so big. I can never forget, man. We were losing. And team was driving on us, and we were trying to get the ball back. He made a tackle in the backfield. Kid had tears in his eyes. That's just one of them things. Come to the sideline, everybody was hitting him on the head. I just remember the kid had, like, that's how much he cared. You know what I'm saying? He out there playing his heart out, man. And when you be close to that kind of stuff, those little moments stick with you. Those moments stick with you. That's why I tell people this, man. I don't know if y'all ever seen, and I hate to stray off track, but it's relevant.
Man, we talking.
It's relevant. I don't know if y'all ever seen the movie right now, Sinners, with Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, of course.
If y'all remember at the end of the movie when the dude, the guy that got scratched on the face had grew up, he an old man now, he playing. You remember at the end of the movie, what was his name? The jazz player.
But you blue player.
I know you're talking about the blues man.
The blues man at the very end, and they came back to visit him. Right when they was walking out the door, he said, you know, I may wake up paralyzed thinking about that night, meaning that night still scared me. He said, but for a short minute, right before the sun went down, well, that was the best time of my life. Meaning when I had my girl there, I was playing my music that I love. Stacks with his girl, Smokers with his girl. Everything was going good for just a few minutes. We was free. That's what he mean. When I see that kid with tears in his eyes, kid that ain't talented, know he ain't going to college, but he made a play, the play of the whole game, and he got tears in his eyes just for that moment. Those moments are the ones you remember when you coach football, man.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. Especially when you're watching these football movies. I think, what was that movie? Varsity Blues. That was one of my favorite football movies growing up. But yeah, man. He said it was BT said it was a Buddy Guy. That was his name.
Buddy Guy. Yeah, that blues dude, Buddy Guy.
Yeah. Take it easy, little buddy. Yeah, that's right. He said just for that moment, we would, and he asked dude, was it like that for you? And he said, yeah, it was like that for me. That's the last time I seen my brother, last time I felt the sun. He said, just for that moment, those few moments that you talking about, we was free. And that's what he mean.
But he thought that they was gonna kill him. He thought they
Right.
came to kill him. And then that's where he made that statement, right?
Yep. I promised my brother I wouldn't, do that to you. You know what I mean? That's facts.
Yeah, man, that movie should have won Best Picture. More and more I think about it, man. That movie was too doggone good. Definitely gotta rewatch that.
Like Coach Sean Taylor be sure, like if you ever stand on that sideline, bro, and then you gotta look those young men in the eyes, man. It's a different story when you have 50 kids on the sideline. You can have 20 kids on the sideline, from 20 all the way down to the 50, 55 kids that you see every day. Each and every last one of those kids has a different story.
Yeah.
Each and every last one of those kids has a different reason they playing football. Each and every last one of those kids has a different mentality. So you got to know every single kid on your roster.
Yep.
And what they capable of, how you can talk to them, how they react to you. You got to know the ones that'll fight you. You got to know the one that's just gonna bark with all bark, no bite. Then you got to know the ones that you can't say nothing to because you say something to them, they're gonna hurt their feelings. You make them quit.
Yeah.
Most coaches nowadays, that's why like Coach Johnson, man, I love the way he say it. Most coaches nowadays, they bring in guys that they know, the guys that they're cool with, and they come into a situation. They don't take heed of the situation. They coming in here thinking that they run the show. He came to Benjamin Russell. He said he's fortunate to be at Benjamin Russell. Not Benjamin Russell fortunate to have him because he is the coach. He's a phenomenal coach. They won that battle getting him, right? They won with hiring him. And that's just 100%. His talent in B-Rup, but they won that battle hiring him. He could have stayed at Catholic. He probably could have stayed this year and been at Fitness City this year. You know what I mean? So they won the battle, but yet and still he's humble enough to say that he won the battle. It's him. No, it's their job for him. And you get guys, man, that have that winning pedigree or don't even be on that level of coaching, but think they are, and then they get hired at certain schools, and then they think they're better than the program. No, man, you was lucky to get this job.
Yep.
Come down here and enjoy it. I don't care if you're at a 1A school or you at a 6A power school now.
Facts.
No matter what head coach job you get, you honor the opportunity and you use it for the betterment of yourself. A lot of coaches now, they think that they're bigger than damn football. And that's where they lose it.
And what's crazy is the higher, like I know personally, when you start getting these 6A schools like a Bob Jones or James Clemens, the politics sometimes ruin the coach. The politics in the outside pool, Coach Carl, this cat got money over here. He funding the whole Boost Club. You gonna play his kid.
You're gonna play his kid.
This is not a request.
And he gonna start. So you better build 10 around him. That's phenomenal if he can't play.
Man, I promise you, of course, having friends that's in coaching and y'all been in coaching, just hearing those type of stories. When I found out that, I was like, I couldn't believe it. I thought he was just joking. Like, nah, dead ass here. Like, we don't play him, man. All that money.
You don't play him, you don't come back.
There you go.
Like that's a fact.
There you go.
And you get fired the first game and you ain't playing that money, son. You lose that first game, you out of here.
Them schools is not turning down big checks, and they're gonna do whatever they got to do to.
They don't have these nice buildings for no reason.
That's no reason.
And then the school, the city ain't just paying for that. It's a lot of folks donating money. Like
it's some small schools now that win in state championships because them parents putting that cheese out there, but you got to play those kids. They find in the smart coaches find ways to play the kids, special teams, kickoff and kick return, punts and field goals. Like they find ways to play the kid, but they get plenty of opportunity to play and don't have to play them on offense and defense.
That's fair.
That's what they do.
We got some smaller schools up here that real country communities, like if you want to slaughter a pig, they know how to do it, right? But they also middle class communities with school up here. I don't know if y'all ever heard of Tanner, Tanner, Tanner. Pretty much an African American community. I think Tanner might be 2A, 3A. You know what I'm saying? Where Cederian Townsend come from? Well, all the Hines family come from. Blue back in the day. I mean, they very, 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 very talented. They used to smash Hazelwood back in them days. Been talented for years. Like LaRon White coached over there in one state like 3 years in a row. So, but it's a middle class community. They all know each other, like 2 or 3 families, run the whole community. But they about their athletics and they're about their grades over there. If you make bad grades, they'll sit your ass down. They're not playing no games over there. So they're very respected over there.
I know, man. That sound like I don't know how the academics is over there, but I remember when Sweetwater used to dominate when I was in high school.
It's another school up there. We were just talking about that school last week, man. That got all the talent in America. No, it's a small school over there in Huntsville. Got all the talent in America. School? Yeah, but hadn't been winning no games because they don't have the resources in the high school. They got
in the Huntsville area.
Yeah, they got
East Limestone, Tanner, small schools.
It's a small school, man. That's right, just bad outside of Huntsville. They got all the talent in the world, but they don't have nobody to train them. Like the kids' talent is, but they hadn't been properly trained. So, like
most of these schools are big. I'm trying to think of a smaller school up here.
Is it in Huntsville or on the outskirts of Huntsville?
I think it's on the outskirts of Huntsville.
Can't be Leah Johnson. Leah Johnson, they both 6.
They 6'8" and 7. Big, they both over 6'8" now.
Johnson is May Jemison now. That's they combined Butler and Johnson, made them May Jemison.
I'll find out. Because we were just talking about it, man. We was at the legislation thing. We were talking about it. They got plenty talent in the little town, but the middle school suck and the high school suck. They hadn't won a game in like 5-6 years.
Jeez. Oh no, you talking about Williamson?
Maybe.
Is it Columbia? Yeah,
Columbia.
Yeah, they like 0-12.
Yeah,
0-10. But it ain't nothing but players over there though. It ain't nothing but dogs over there, bro. But they got bro. They tried to, bro. If you see what's going on over there, man, like they finding pistols in kids' lockers and all type of stuff.
Ooh.
It's crazy over there, man. Columbia is crazy. Everybody up here know that. They got all the talent over there, man. Nice school too.
They said the school was phenomenal. They got all type of damn players over there. They nobody to train them. They was like, man, you can't train them. They did say it was violent as hell, and said it was like a mostly African American community, but it was violent as hell. But it was serious, when it's no resource, hard knockers over there.
When they don't have resources,
they said the bigger issue was like the kids didn't have no recreation area to learn how to play football, so they would have to go all the way into Huntsville and Madison to play high school, do training and whatnot, and the parents couldn't afford to take them over there. They couldn't afford to pay for the summer fees or whatnot. So we was talking about getting together and funding Columbia community over there, so we can bring the resources to the community where we can develop the youth leagues over there, and then have buses that bus them over there to Huntsville and Madison to do recreation stuff.
What's crazy is the youth leagues around them is popping. Monrovia, popping. You know what I'm saying? Palmer Park and Madison. These folks have 300-400 kids. Like it's popping over there, right? And to Bevo Tanner is like a small rural community, something like in Texas, something like Valentine or Morgan Hill or what else out there in Texas? Vicente, some of those small schools with a gang of talent, you know what I'm saying? But so yeah, man, it's crazy. He's right. Columbia is definitely, they hadn't won a lot over there at all. My partner Q used to coach over there. He's actually made Jemison now. So and the community got a little money over there. It's just they got a lot of violence and stuff going on in that area, man. And but the kids are hungry. The kids are hungry to take part in anything. You always gonna have a gang of kids come out there to support anything you do over there. That's a fact.
Man, I'm about to say, before we get off here, man, what's something that we need to talk about? Well, since I got you up here, Coach Sean, and talk about these good old quarterbacks, man. Of course, Keelan Russell had a game, and Mac didn't have his best game. Had your mind changed going into the well, of course, going into the summer, or do you think it's still the same? You think they're gonna give Austin Mack all the chances to start as the quarterback or whatever? What's your thoughts on everything?
I mean, bro, you know me, bro. I don't feed too much in the spring games. I mean, Keelan had the better spring that game by far, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you got to take everything. And I'm not saying Keelan won't be the starter. From the looks of it, he should be the starter for right now, right? Spring games make us all prisoners of the moment. You know how it is, coach. I'm not in the locker room with them guys, so I don't know. All I can tell you is Keelan had the better game this time. From what my partner tell me, it was reversed the scrimmage before that. It was Mac the one out there balling, and Keelan was one throwing pick sixes. I don't know, but he's an opportunist. Opportunist that works well in college football a lot of times. I don't know, man, because when you put it all into perspective, several times, I seen when Keelan was going against, I seen Jari Edwards in the secondary. I seen a bunch of kids who don't start in the secondary. I seen Mac going against the dudes who's going to play on Saturday. I don't know. I don't know how to grade that. All I can tell you is right now, Keelan is playing better, right? Mac, they say he was hurt. I don't know. My issue with Mac is, I said on the Bama Standard when they asked me today, who would you start? That's the thing we do in scrimmages. You're supposed to flip-flop in scrimmages. That's what the scrimmages are for. You're supposed to go there with this guy and go with that guy. You don't supposed to be dead set on one guy in a scrimmage. When they come back in the fall, that's when everything will really get in the summer, that's when everything will get hashed out. But I really don't know, man. I don't know. Keelan looked well to me. But like I say, put it all into perspective, man. I've seen him going against, some of the starters on that defensive front, some of the second string guys on the that don't start on the back end. I don't know. I just know Keelan played better. I'm not gonna sit here and say he should start yet, because I don't know. Mac didn't play as well as him. If you ask me, the same thing we talked about on the previous show on Bama Standard, today I would start Keelan, right? Now that may change next week. I mean, it's the spring. I have no clue. What I can tell you is I like Keelan's release better than Mac's. I think Keelan can read the ball faster. I think Mac hold the ball a little too long. I do like Mac's arm better than Keelan's. Keelan got a great arm to me. You know what I mean? Especially when they're showing you from the all-22 side, from the backside, you can really see. I think his accuracy going to have to get better. His short accuracy to me is great. When he go downfield, I think that's going to have to be better. I noticed when he's just a young player, bro. He'll stare down the receiver. He do the same thing every quarterback before him. I remember Bryce Young staring down the damn quarterback. I mean, it's just normal. What y'all see from Keelan is normal. The bad part is we're going to have a young offensive line and a young quarterback. So at some point that may bite us. If I'm more concerned, I'm not concerned with Keelan or Mac, to be honest. I'm more concerned with Ryan Grubb. That's my concern of this offense. I know it's just a scrimmage, man, so I don't overreact or underreact. I don't like seeing Daniel Hill down there in the damn Wildcat. I just don't like it, bro. I don't like it. I'm not going to throw Mac to the wolves just yet because I don't know, right? I can tell you the truth is in the details, and Keelan played better in A-Day. Now, I see fans talking about some Keelan. I think Keelan is a difference maker. I think he might be the more talented quarterback.
Easily.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's going to translate to starter, right? Bryce Young was better than Mac Jones from the day he got at Bama. This is just a fact. Didn't mean he should start over Mac the first time, right? Mac didn't turn the ball over. Bryce was a gunslinger that first year. Is he ready to go out here and start? Sure, he gonna make some plays, but he also gonna give some away. So I don't know. As you ask me today, Keelan is the starter. You ask me tomorrow, might be different.
I know one before we go any further because I don't want to miss it. Shout out to our brother, especially the man that be holding it
man.
down every morning, damn near every morning. Our good brother, Piano Man, at the long run with Piano Man.
So
With the
Big shout out to
$4.99, man.
man.
It's a
For
great
sure.
show as always. Great knowledge being dropped. Roll Tide roll.
Yeah.
That's our brother
he
Piano Man.
he also said at the bottom he liked the way Keelan Russell throws the receiver open. That's the thing I would like about Keon. I like I mean,
on the short passes,
Keelan.
I don't like him on the
he
deep stuff.
anticipated throws. The
Yeah.
deep routes, man, is that you have to hold the ball in a deep route
Yeah.
because of Grubb's system. It's just
Yeah,
too deep. And then Grubb like to run weird concepts. Like you'll run a post route into cover two.
With two safety.
Like, why would you run a post route into cover two instead of boom? Like if you see cover two too high safety and you wide receiver call a post, why don't you just get a wide receiver choice route? Don't give him a post, give him a choice. So boom, he bang post, he see the two safety drop, boom, they stand on the hash, just cut it off, boom, just do it. Now you can just run them down over route.
Yeah.
Boom, right there in the middle of set, wide open play. But Grub concepts to keep going, and you're gonna make the play. They're not good as we are. No, that's a doom. I did see in second quarter some of the scrimmages they were doing. Keelan started looking up. He'll see too high. He take off. He just pull the ball down and start scrambling. Now the safety started coming down. Then that one he hit Cederian Morgan across the top, wide open in the middle of the zone, right between the safety and the corner.
Yeah.
And I'll cover two because now the safety's got the whole corner started to hold because he'd been scrambling, and then he had that gap between it. And that's the thing that I liked about him over Mac. Mac won't do it. Mac gonna try to force that long throw in there because he got that big arm, and that's how he got picked. And then he's staring down. Like as a veteran quarterback, you never stare down a receiver in the red zone. You never do it. If you look that way, the ball got to come out fast. If not, you're gonna look that way, and then you got to get off it. You just can't sit there and hold it because the whole defense is shipping to your eyes, unless you run a deception play, and that ain't what Grubb does
at all.
Grubb is a one side of the field play caller. So you turn this way and you stuck. You just stuck that side of the field. The whole defense shift. Now it's 11-on-3. And you can't do nothing with it. So I like what Keelan was doing, especially in the red zone. He got over there, boom. He identified. He just pulled the ball out and took off running. In a real game, he scored a touchdown. In that game, he was down by a touch. So I like that portion of it. I think he's top tier quarterback in the room. I just know from Grubb and I know from Caleb the boy, they're gonna do everything they can to make Austin Mack the starting quarterback. And it probably won't be fair. They're probably gonna roll out Austin Mack week 1 and then bring Keelan in the second half and then see who had a better game and then start against Kentucky. I think that's how it's gonna go.
I think it doesn't matter who starts at the beginning, only because I believe whoever starts, man, they're gonna have a short leash. Not like in other years, like when you had Jalen Milroe and Ty Simpson. We pretty much knew they was gonna be the starters out there, and whatever happened, they had to do so bad that they had to take the guys out. But with these guys, I feel like if there's any type of drop off, they're gonna replace them real quick.
And I'm gonna tell you this here, B-Shaw. I don't mean to cut y'all, B-Shaw.
No, you straight.
But I'm gonna tell you this here. If they roll out with Keelan Russell day 1, Jet Tamala gonna be the second string quarterback.
See, that's the hot take that you keep rolling with. Hey,
because
it's a possibility.
I'm telling you, dude.
But I don't
Jet
see
Tamala.
Right
Jet Tamala is that dude, and he's not that far behind Keelan Russell. And he damn near. I'm sitting here just watching this freshman, man. He ahead of Austin Mack when it comes down to processing defense. He know how to process defense. This kid to me is that Tom Brady, Peyton Manning quarterback that you die to have. That drop back, sit in the pocket, read defense. If it ain't there, I'm gonna drop it off. That type of guy. I'm throw it out of bounds. I'm not gonna waste it down. I'm gonna drop it out here. If I can't get a drop out here, I'm gonna throw it out of bounds. We're gonna play 2nd and 10. We ain't playing 2nd and 15. He that cerebral type game manager that everybody been dying to have. Like a lot of folks say, we don't want a game manager. Give me that sucker every day.
That's a whole fact.
So I want a gunslinger, but I want a game manager. The game manager don't mind handing the ball off. Those gunslingers want to throw the ball 50 times a game.
Gunslinger will lose you some games against a good defense if he ain't careful.
Oh yeah, I don't want Brett Favre. I really don't. I want Andrew Luck. You can keep Brett Favre. Give me Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck is my guy because he's not gonna put the ball in harm's way. Russell Wilson, before he got that confidence about himself, he wouldn't put the ball in harm's way. You give me Jalen Hurts all day, every day. You're not gonna take chances with the football. That's what you want. That's how you win championship. That's how you win the Super Bowl. You get to see Sam Bradford take chances with the football. He didn't take no chance all the way to the Super Bowl. But people talk about it. Give me a Jet tomorrow. I love me some Keelan, but I love me some Jet. I love Austin Mack, but Austin Mack kills me with that 0 yard to a 20-yard range. He just can't hit them throws for some odd reason. But 25 and below, he deadly. He's an assassin.
Here we go with
that. See, that's why I say, bro, I don't know, because I'll be honest with you, bro. This is just me talking. I wasn't impressed with Keelan going deep. That would have been an interception if there had been a tackle game. Xavier Griffin would have smacked him if there had been a full tackle game, and CD wouldn't have caught that thing. For me, I worry Coach Carl about the coach, man. I don't like the plays he be calling, Coach Carl. Like, what are you gonna do? Like the offense he run, Coach Carl. What you gonna do if you run into one of these defense that play mod concept? Like put it like this. Okay, let me set it up. If the wide receiver, if we were an offense and the wide receiver run a route 5 yards or less, right, and goes within that 5 yards, the DB becomes a zone player. Right, and then Coach Carl, he let the wide receiver transfer to somebody else. You know how it is, right? Another member of the defense.
Push him inside to the mic or the wheel.
That's it. That's that mod concept. How do you handle that? Because we didn't handle that well all damn season.
He can't.
You want to run 32 verticals.
He can't. Well, you're gonna have a 5 to 7 yard route, and then you're gonna have a 25-yard route and a 30-yard route. So you can't do nothing.
That's what I'm saying, Coach. It's like I worry about the coach. Is he gonna take care of these young quarterbacks, or is he gonna have him out there trying to go for 5,000 yards?
They're going for 5,000. They going for 5,000.
I worry about that, bro. I'm not going
5,000.
And I didn't see nothing in A-Day to make me think no differently, bro. That's just me, though. That's just
what have they shown you that makes you think that it's gonna be different? He going for broke, dog.
Going for broke. Perfect example. Perfect analogy, man.
Hey, man, that's what. Hey, this is a big year for a lot of people, man. That's everybody got all the answers every time. Everybody think they know everything. Some people may think they're not bashing players, but they are. But some, it is what it is.
It's so easy. I'm an offensive guy, right? When I watch them, it's so damn predictable. I don't care if you put Brett Favre in there, right? I don't think people understand it, right? If the number one receiver, man, runs inside and short, right? They'll pass them off and bracket the second receiver, the number 2 receiver. Right, Coach Carl? Am I right?
You're definitely going to bracket him. So, and then on the third side, you're going to bracket the third one.
You're going to bracket the third one.
Because now your number 1 receiver just took himself and put him in front of Mike and the wheel. Where you going?
Exactly. So what you going? So if you don't have the correct quarterback to decipher this stuff, when we running these deep zones and these deep over routes and these back shoulder fades and these regular, if you don't have the right QB and the right coach to call the right play at the right time, brother, it ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter. Do you know what made Tua so great? They played the Tua strengths. Yeah, we had great receivers, true, but somebody got to give them the football, right? They played the Tua strengths.
They gave Tua 3 levels.
3. Thank you.
Short, medium, long. And he
boom, boom. And so you pick your poison on defense. You pick your poison.
If he look up and you drop and you 7 to 10 yards off, slant rock gonna kill you. He gonna kill you with the slant.
I throw it all day.
If you pressing he gonna key you on the quick off. Boom, quick off the line of scrimmage. Jared Judy right there. He gonna get you there. And if you're playing them two deep zone, they gonna just run it right across the middle with him and Ruggs, and then you're gonna be sitting like a fool
all day long.
Play man to man. Devontae Smith gonna kill you.
Ruggs, made a career
gonna kill you.
Yeah, Mike Loxley made a career of that.
Yeah.
You know, so
all levels. That's what you play offense called all levels football. You got to cover all levels. From good coordinators, you cover all levels of the field. You got a team that got to cover every single thing from rush to the damn pass, from 5 yard behind the line of scrimmage to 30 yard down the field. If you got to cover all 4 of those on, your ass in trouble.
Yeah, you got to pick your poison on defense at that point in time. If they drop an 8, you better use your quick game. We didn't have that last year at all. So I worry more about the quarterbacks are what they're gonna do. They're what they're gonna be, right?
Mm-hmm.
I worry more about the feel of the game from the coach who calling the offensive plays. I worry about that, man, because you remember this, man. You can't have a bad offensive line, a bad quarterback, and bad play calling. You can't have all 3.
It's a recipe for disaster.
You can't have all 3. Now you can have a quarterback, a good offensive line, good play call. We'll get through this. We can have a quarterback. An offensive line, a good quarterback, good play call. We'll get through this, Coach Carl. But you can't be bad at all 3. You just can't.
Before we go any farther, I already told Coach Carl, so he already know what's coming up. But I want to tell you brothers last night so you can know it, but you'll find out like everybody else. Monday, everybody, we're going to have a Monday show. And we got a very, very, very special guest. I can scratch somebody off my bucket list of somebody I wanted to interview. Who is that, ladies and gentlemen? Jimmy Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Jimmy Smith. Future Pro Football Hall of Famer, now about to be Black College, about to be in the Black College Hall of Fame, man. This coming June will be on the show on Monday. Can't wait for that, man. Be there or be square. So definitely big shout out to one of my favorites of all time. I didn't have that jersey color. I had it with that old green one. With that 82 on there, man. So getting to interview one of my favorite players with my guys is big time. So y'all definitely be here for that one. And hopefully I can get some of y'all questions in because I'm gonna be too excited, man.
I got a perfect question I'm gonna ask Jimmy Smith. What's your favorite route of all time? If he say post corner, I'm gonna run out the damn room.
Man.
I'm gonna get up from the table and I'm gonna run out the room. I promise.
Hey, they may not have post corner when he was playing.
Right. They might have called it a waggle back then.
They might not have.
What you know about that, Coach? Called it waggle, bro.
Yeah, shoot.
If
he say that, man, I'm gonna turn on my mic.
That's an old school term right there.
Yeah.
Goddamn waggle.
Look, can I say this? This from
go ahead.
All our fellas. This from all of us, not just us 3, but this is from Piano Man. This is from Ty Hayes. This is from Jans. This is from everybody. This is from Bishop. This is from Jason. This is from everybody that we all deal with. Much love and respect, and keep your prayers for our brother, Coach Al.
Coach Al.
You know what I'm saying? And his family, his wife, his family. Big facts to Coach Al. We love you wherever you're at, brother. You got all our prayers, all our support. We love you to death, man. That's the OG of the whole show. When he speak, we listen. You know what I'm saying? Big prayers to him, and big shout out. Say a prayer for him tonight when y'all lay down. And big respect. Learn a lot from Coach Al, man. And that's from your whole brotherhood, man. We love you to death, man.
Yes, sir.
Big time, man.
That's all day, every day, right there, Coach.
All day, every day.
Believe that.
Oh yeah, man. So
I called the phone a few times, man. Just to hear the voicemail. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just to hear the voicemail.
He'll be back up here soon. He'll definitely be back up here soon. So definitely keep y'all prayers out for Coach Al, man, because you already know he's a big part of everybody's lives. I'm trying to see what Toya said about what Ty said about Indy before we get up out of here. And He knew exactly what Indy was going to do, but Bama just couldn't execute, and Indiana did. Well, they didn't run nothing crazy.
But
what did
here's
they
the
know
worst part.
Indiana was gonna do?
I'm finna tell you what Coach Carl already finna say. That make it worse.
Exactly. What did they know Indiana was gonna do, and then they couldn't capitalize?
I mean,
evidently, you ain't know shit.
And think about it, Coach. If they did, and you still couldn't stop it,
couldn't stop it. So
I'd rather you say you didn't know.
Yeah,
no, because that's perfect. Because
we didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Like you can't. It's only so much you can do, man. Like when a team is better than you, if I know you can't stop the run,
exactly what
I'm
they was
going
about to do,
run the ball at you all game long.
Ass in the ground. B-Shaw, do you not understand what he said? They knew exactly what Indiana was going to do, and your coaching staff is incompetent enough to damn capitalize on what you knew.
Couldn't do nothing about it, bro. Them boys run off.
Indiana knew what Alabama was going to do, and they stopped every goddamn thing that they thought about.
It's facts.
So if you know what's coming, how the fuck you can't do nothing?
Hey,
did we hire the right staff, or did we hire the right staff? Did we hire the staff to patron this damn team into the future, or did we hire staff to just say, hey man, we just gonna say fuck Nick Saban era football, and then we'll just get better when we fire this bitch in 3 years? Shout out to Eric D.
That's all I got to say. Like I said, I'm always these guys.
I think it was a slap at Nick Saban, dog.
No. These guys have to grow into their roles. These guys definitely have to grow into their roles. I still believe you can't grow a team in 2 or 3 years. I'm always gonna say this, man. I'm always gonna say this because I do not believe that you can do that in that time.
Yeah, but Ty Simpson said that shit. B-Shaw,
what I always said, but I always said this too. At some point, you got to stop blaming the players, and then you have to look at the coaching. Because the whole thing about
I can tell you one thing they do. I tell you one thing that coaches still do very well. Talk on motherfucking social media. They can't win goddamn shit, but they can goddamn sure go on social media now. And goddamn have fun on social media. They can make all goddamn no good video they can think of, but the bitches can't coach. And I said it right here on the short shoot. Bitches can't goddamn coach.
Patriot Life, yeah, she did, man. She got second in the 100-meter final. She won the preliminary, won her 2 heats, got to the final. Then some little girl from I think they was from some Tennessee. The girls were from Tennessee, some school in Nashville called Overton. I think it was Overton. That little girl wasn't no joke, bro. She's a senior though, big, tall, 6 foot tall, smoked her like a piece of ham. You know what I mean? But she got second overall. She got the big silver medal in 9th grade. So
9th grade, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, she did very, very well.
What was she running?
She ran 11.6. So I was very, very proud of her.
In the 9th grade?
You running 100?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 11.6.
In the 9th grade?
Wait.
In the 9th grade?
11.68. 11.68.
She damn baby Shakira.
No, man.
Yeah. She did really, really well. Thank you, Patriot Life. Love you, death,
by her senior year, man, she gonna be running like Shakira.
Yeah, she fast. She love that track and field, boy. She love that track.
Where she get it from, mama?
No, you know, daddy was super fast. Got medals on the wall. Her mama
said, man, don't disrespect me.
Hey, no, I can't take nothing. I can't take nothing from her. Her mom was fast too.
Hey, it took him a minute before he realized.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, brother. Hold on, now.
Agent. Hey, that's how she got smoked, man. I picked with her about it, but I was proud of her, man. She went out there. She was only 9th grade in the heat. She did her thing. So I was, daddy was proud of her no matter what.
Yeah, 10th grade she'll win.
Yeah.
We that was it, man. We definitely gonna
hold on, B-Shaw. Don't close it.
Go ahead, my fault.
Because Coach Carr said something that was prevalent. It need to be really thought about. Travis Peniel, you already know. Travis Peniel. Look, man, when a team is running, if you ever play, and this is any level football, youth league, JJ, you already know. This is any level football because this don't change at no level. It just get worse as you get older. When a team is running the ball on you, right? And you know how it is when you're trying to get off blocks and you just getting pounded and you trying to get off block. Sometimes it hurt worse when you don't want to make the tackle. Sometimes you get even beat up more doing that. And they just keep doing it over and over and over, and you can't do nothing about it. At some point, you got these two things in your chest, these ventricles that go in your heart. One of them might be little tiny, one of them might be big. One of them gonna outweigh the other at some point. Either the big one gonna step up, you gonna bite down and continue to make them tackles, or you're gonna give in to the pain and you're gonna say, I'm tired on this play. I'm just gonna get blocked on this play. Coach Carl, you know what I'm talking about. JJ, Eric D, trapping there. Y'all all know you don't want to get blocked, but you're just gonna allow yourself. I'm
gonna just allow him to get.
Somebody else gonna make the tackle on this one. It happens.
Ain't nobody gonna make the tackle.
It happens to all of us. It's called getting your ass whipped, right? It happens in football, bro. Sometimes the other team just better than you, right? And that's what happened. Now, whose fault it is, I don't know. But by saying we knew what Indiana was gonna do, okay,
and we couldn't stop it.
Cool.
That don't make sense. I'm just saying that on offense. The part that killed me,
I don't know,
is Ty is a quarterback. So he knew what Indiana was gonna do on defense.
What's up, Ray?
You knew what they was gonna do on defense. And it's an offensive staff that's supposed to be gurus. You knew they was coming with man-to-man coverage on defense, and you ain't got a man beater play. You knew they was going to drop in deep zone to take Ryan out the game, but you still want to run him 73 yards down the field with a quarterback that wasn't proven to throw the ball 50 yards at that point.
Yeah,
now he did very well in the combine by throwing the 50-yard bones, but hell, wasn't on pressure, right? So you gonna tell me if I know they're gonna take Ryan away from me. I have no deep shots around. I got this big old nice shiny toy. Isaiah Horton, we just got out of Miami, but I'm gonna run him on deep routes. I got Lazi that's super fast, weighing 17. Why don't I just run him on slants and stuff like they did Jalen Waller? Clear out routes and then let Lazi Brooks, Rico Scott, all these other little fast guys, Jalen Bachway, eat underneath. Make you play tight, and then we could take our shots for Bernard and Ryan and Isaiah. That's what I would have done. I'm going to clear you out and kill you underneath because I know what you're running. This dude kept running 60-yard routes, 70-yard routes, 50-yard routes, and your quarterback ain't got time to throw a damn ball on the field, and you don't run the ball, so you knew exactly what they was going to do. Who the hell was preparing you if y'all knew was gonna happen?
That's the scary question.
I want to point out. I know Coach Sean remember the quote better than I do. What did Coach Cederian say before when that?
I just thought about that a while ago.
All we did is watch film.
But put it in the context. Put it in the context how he said it. The question was, how do you feel about playing a team with the history of Alabama and the history and the past and the history?
Oh, yeah.
You know what that man said? Y'all might know more about y'all might
know about their history
more than they do. So what he was telling y'all is all they focused on is what's on film, which is what all of us have been saying since game one.
He said that. He said that.
20. Yeah,
he said that. So calculate.
And even
myself, y'all might know the history. All we know is what they put on film.
Even myself, and I got caught up in it. Even myself, I got caught up in it, bro. I was like, man, F that, man. I'm trying to hype myself up, and then I was just like,
no.
I think it was like the third drive of the game, and I was like, I thought about that shit, and I was like, yeah.
When that man said that, y'all seen what I said.
Yeah,
we not beating that team.
I felt that way around the third drive, bro, because I was just like, yeah, I think what he said, that's why I said, bro, you gotta respect. I respect them boys.
Brisket, that man looked in the camera, dead in the camera, and basically told them that staff, y'all about to get y'all ass whooped.
And think about it, Coach. He didn't diss Alabama. He just said we know what the film say.
We know what
Same
the film
things
say.
we have been saying all
They
season.
didn't give a damn about no history. They knew what the film say.
The film say
every time they line up, this was coming.
Yep.
They knew every single play that Bama run. When Bama put Austin Mack in the game, that's what threw the damn game off for Indiana, because they never seen Austin Mack play. So they were scrambling around. He made a big scramble. They said, "Oh, this kid will run." So then he thought he made a few passes, and then what happened? They put his ass on his back. It's short field now, dude. What you gonna do? We know you can't throw the ball short. So what we gonna do? We're gonna just lock down man to man. You're gonna throw that bitch in the dirt. And Austin Mack took a sack and had to kick a field goal.
And look what they did, Coach. If y'all ever, and I know it's an old game, but y'all gotta understand why Coach Carr talk about. This is things that teams are gonna do coming up if we don't change nothing. Alabama, when they line up in the defensive front, we used to call them as offensive guys. We used to call them bubbles, meaning any gap where a defensive lineman ain't in. Yeah. Any spot where a defensive lineman ain't in. What do you think I'm gonna attack every time? Unless you got a dog. Now, some teams had dogs at linebacker, so that shit didn't work. But these teams that didn't have these dogs just wanted to feel every single lap. Man, I'm finna attack you there. I'm gonna attack you there. I'm gonna attack you there. Then I'm gonna test your corners. I'm gonna test them.
But you do know what Indiana did. Indiana will see James Smith in the 3. He gonna run in the 3 because he knew that Freddie Roach's concept was cross face.
Yes.
So James line up in 3, he's coming in the A gap. They knew that shit.
Just push him out. Yeah.
They're gonna let him A gap, and then they're gonna run right up in the B. Right up in the B behind him. Nobody's gonna man in the B gap because linebackers are sitting in down 30 and 10, which is in both A gaps. They sitting in 30 and 10. Boom. Once James vacate, Lawson gonna take a step down here to fill that hole, and the guy come right past him. You can't get there. And Black just ran that shit all night.
You're gonna put your running back in a one-on-one situation with your secondary. Got to make the secondary. So a corner get tired of doing that every play. I don't know many corners that want to tackle a lot like that.
And you saw how Dijon Lee, the all-world corner. You see how he started backpedaling when he started looking and he seen down Yonze get pushed outside to the 9, and this guy coming right C-gap at him. You see how he backpedaling and hesitating, trying to wait till the safety come down and help him.
So I worry about that,
man. It's hard.
That's what I be saying. I worry about those things, man.
And I saw Ahmad Black in person. When I looked at that dude, I was like, I told him in person, I said, yeah, I see why they didn't want to tackle you. He started laughing. You're like, man, I'm a big ass motherfucker. I said, shit.
Was that what he said?
Yeah, he said, man, I'm a big ass motherfucker. I said, shit, dude, you bigger than Trent Richardson. And I'm like, damn, that dude huge, man.
I ain't know
he run hard too, bro.
Man, that dude owned by this goddamn big around. Like this motherfucking big, man. I walked to that dude, I was like, oh shit. He had a mouthful of gold teeth. Like, you know he from the hood. I'm like, oh shit, that's a big dude. He's short as hell, but
Alabama
monster.
You know, if teams that play Alabama, you know, on our offense, like that one apex guy, you know, pretty much the first man underneath the defender inside the cornerback. You know what I'm saying? That apex guy, lined up to the strength, as we call it. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, they were, you know, I don't know, man. I worry more about, some people get caught up in players, and that's cool. I'm just different. I worry about schematics first. B Sharp, you know, I've been talking about that since the game. I don't care if you got Dion and Champ Bailey, right? If you got them both playing 10 yards off every play, they're not going to help you much unless I'm throwing
deep. Me that. You showed talk.
It's not going to help you much, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So I worry about, do y'all realize that's what make Kirby so good? Yeah, he got some great players over there, but sometimes his players ain't that much better than Alabama's. Some of them corners he's had in the past wasn't better than some of the corners we've had. Some of those, it's just the way he run his defense, man. The schematics of how and the rules of how he play. That's what make them dudes good. I'm trying to make people understand the offense. Look at Texas offense. I give Bevo credit on that, man. The rules of how they move their ball based on how you play them. Based on how they now, it gets Sark in trouble sometimes when he get too cute, right? Too much motion, too much getting cute, and you forget what got you there. But for the most part, how you play, they're gonna challenge you on how you play, what you give them. We seem to be, we did that in the first couple games after Florida State. I don't know, man. So I worry more about schematics than I do personnel. Just me personally.
I looked at that Coach Sean second half of that Georgia game. Bama could not move the ball. I said,
at all, bro.
It's a wrap.
I'm gonna let y'all answer this, then we're gonna get up
that
out
was
of
a
here.
wrap. That season was over when you couldn't score in the second half of Georgia.
Because you know, on this show, man, we just don't throw out the problem. We give them solutions. So how would y'all?
So how? What you mean,
How
Indiana?
would play Indiana?
Yeah,
Is that what he's talking about?
Indiana. I would have, being that Pons was aggressive as he is, and I forgot the other guy with a corner. They played man to man. They were very aggressive. Then they kept their safety.
Sharp.
They kept their safety playing down spies, right? They would line up on the hash and they played spies. At that point, we know they playing man to man with a physical defensive front. I'm a first couple plays, man. I'm gonna try to come at them, to come downhill at them, get the cornerback to start coming up at me. Then I'm gonna take Ryan and I'm gonna run Pons out the way, and then third down or second down or so, I'm gonna come right back across the middle, in between the linebacker and the vacated corner. I'm gonna run slant motion, something like that, quick slant, deep slants, right into that little pocket to loosen up the linebackers. Now the linebacker got to drop. They can't come down here full speed because they know I'm coming with a quick game. Once I get the linebacker loosened, then I can start running B and C gap at them. Come B, come C. Because Bama played better on the stretch side, so you can go B and C, but you got to take the corners out, and you got to make the safety start playing down, coming down, filling that gap, and the linebacker drop. Because once you get the safety come down to fill that gap, and the linebacker got to drop to close that hole off, then you can take your shot downfield, or you can run the ball at them. Take the 3 yards here, take the 4 yards there, and keep moving the ball down the field until Indiana break. All you had to do was break them. They was going to start either coming all out blitzes where you can really kill them in the quick game, or they were going to start taking chances on jumping plays, jumping down, leaving one-on-ones outside. And in the one-on-ones, we know Ryan win a one-on-one, but Ryan not beating double teams. He did it in the freshman year against Georgia because ball placement. Miro put the ball in a spot where Georgia overran it. That's how he did that. But one-on-one, he beat anybody over the top. So you gotta get it where you gotta get it where Indiana started pressing where you can get your one-on-ones. We had more speed, we had the better athlete, they just had the better coaching and the better philosophy.
I agree 1,000%, man. You got to break tendencies, man. Alabama didn't break no tendency. And to show you they didn't break no tendency, look how they, just like Coach Carl said, look how they played you, right? You know, you got to have better route combos if you're going to throw the ball like that, bro. You got to make your wide receivers comfortable in beating man-to-man structures.
Man-to-man structure, yeah.
Yeah, you can't just line up and play their game, right? With mesh, you got to run some type of mesh concept. You got to make them DBs work. We used to call it working the DBs, right? These guys as a group should have ran a lot of mesh out of condensed sets, if it's me. Bunch, double squeeze, as we call it, right? You got to make them DBs work, man. You can't abandon the run so quick, right? If you stay in third and four-ish, you okay. You start getting 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, you playing right into their hands, man. Right? Don't make everything, just like Coach Carr said, man. You got to break tendencies. You got to have better route combos. Everything can't be so deep all the time.
So deep, man.
Right? And if these guys are going to bail on you, then you got to go to your quick game. Right? You can't keep going deep. Even the film guy, if y'all go watch him, he'll tell you the same thing we've been telling y'all all week. You can't keep on running all these deep over routes, these deep routes, these late, deep developing routes, right? 1, your offensive line is not great in pass pro. 2, you're not going to run the ball to help yourself at all. The DBs weren't afraid of you at all. They in single high safety. A team should never be able to play a passing offense in single high safety. Thank you, Coach. So when you see a team playing us in single high safety, they don't fear you, man. Not throwing the ball. They should be scared to death of a passing offense in single high safety. They weren't, because we didn't make them respect us in no shape, form, or fashion. That's what we would have did different.
And reason why they didn't fear us, Coach, was single high. they hadn't seen Ty hit that deep ball all
facts.
season.
That's
So
facts.
if we know all you doing throwing deep routes and you 20%, why even play you?
Yeah.
And ain't no need to play no other coverages.
That's
We
the whole
play
fact.
man-to-man coverage, one center, just in case they got break
Cover
to the
3.
post. Yeah, cover 3, just in case they got break post. Or
Yep.
we'll play cover 1, you know. Boom, man-to-man on everything, man up. Got one man playing center of the field just in case you bang post. You bang post, you got a top. If you don't bang post,
Exactly.
you bang post, Ty gotta make a miraculous throw. He ain't made that all single year. So why do it? All we're gonna do is play the run, stop the run you trying to run, and then make you make an adjustment, an adjustment that they never made. They never made any of the choices route. No choice route. They tried to do the deep dagger routes. Man, 20 yards and then you daggering. No quick outs, no quick digs, no slant route, no combat routes. And
So
then
corners ain't worried about that.
when you finally tried to run a deception route with Ryan, Ty throw the ball behind him, he got to slide forward, try to catch it. Like it baffles me, man, how you got that type of offensive staff that can't adjust.
Look, I tell people all the time, go look at the Texas-Ohio State game from the beginning of the season. Ohio State came out and tried to play single high safety with Caleb, right? Even though Texas wasn't successful, they was putting the ball right there on it, man. Mm-hmm. So what did Ohio State do? They got the hell out of that single high safety quick and went with the 2 safety high. Then Texas was able to move the ball a little bit on them. You got to be able to scare them enough to make them come out of that single high safety if you want to throw the football, man.
Yeah, you got to make them come out of it. You don't make them come out, they're gonna keep on killing you all day.
Especially when you can't run the football.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all this over and over, man. People do not like to listen to you guys until it's too late. I told them the same thing. I don't know how many games. Don't believe me? Go look at the shows before the game actually happened, and then you come back and look at the end result. So, like I said, man, that's the reason why we got the Hurts feeling report, man. I know some guys that be sounding like they feelings be hurt about a lot of this stuff, man. Hey, man, the truth is in the details, like Coach Sean be saying, man. And
hey, I'll tell you what, only thing I have seen in the spring that I hadn't seen, I seen Keelan use the check down. But he was checking that thing the hell down. He used that phenomenal. Hey. And then that opened up the whole field. That's number one thing I kept telling Coach Sean. Me and Coach Sean was sitting here talking, and I kept telling Coach Sean I wasn't too concerned about not being able to run the ball. Longer they use the running backs out the backfield check down route, that's an extension of the run game. They never used it.
Never
damn used it. The running backs would be sitting in the flat wide open. Even with Austin Mack that play, he trying to force the ball in the triple cover and had a running back sitting on here wide open, man. Went about 30 yards to him. He could have caught that ball and walked.
That's very frustrating to see that. That is one of the most frustrating things to see them playing a certain Missouri, the Missouri game. What's our running back? As he went to the pros?
Jam
could have had 60 receptions that game if he wanted to in one game.
I was mad. I was more mad at our defense. He was sitting
in the flat, just clapping, man, clapping.
Like, I was talking about offense. I'm more mad at how we was using the cornerbacks in that game against Missouri, against a quarterback that can't pass the ball for real. Yeah. That game should have been over in the second quarter.
Yeah, that QB proved he could not throw we should have been. Do y'all think Kirby would have played that? I'm not comparing. I'm just comparing philosophies. Do you think when you get out there against a Kirby Smart defense and you prove you can't throw the football, man, he finna kill your quarterback. You finna have to prove you can beat me over.
But the thing about last year with I kept telling a lot of time about watching that defense. They kept Dijon Lee in the game. Dijon Lee is off ball corner. At that point, where you got Missouri, quarterback can't pass the ball, I would have went back to DeMonte Jackson and Xavier Brown, 2 lockdown corners. They can both play man. Take Dijon Lee out, put Jackson back in the game, and then we're gonna go man all across the board. man, all across the board. Keep me one single safety in the middle of the field, kind of like Indiana did, and then we send in the house. Every single snap, here come Brady Hobart. He coming. Keon Sal, you better man the damn middle of
Bring
the field.
something. Yeah, bring something.
He
Facts.
coming. Linebacker
Facts.
coming. I'm gonna drop one linebacker. I'm gonna send a safety in the linebacker, or I'm gonna just send both my linebackers. I'm gonna leave my safety there. But we're gonna bring pressure every single play until this guy quits, and he would have quit. We've been up by 50 points, and I would still been bringing down pressure.
Because think about it, y'all.
Until he quit.
That's true what Coach Carl said. Think about it. If you drop 8 on me enough, even a quarterback that's not very talented can find a receiver open.
Oh, yeah, they're going to find something.
So much space. Even a QB like that guy that's not super talented, but they could enough to keep the drive going. I'm not saying he's going to throw for 350. He'll throw for 165, dinking and dunking and fine because you dropping 8 players. So you give me a lot of space, man, a lot of space to work with.
Or
running backs,
he gonna take off and get 10 to 15 yards at a time.
Which he done. He took off running several times because we back in coverage. So no, I don't understand that. There's nothing nobody can say to make me understand.
Coach, on the same thing I said about first game of the year against a grade quarterback who never played high school football. I say heat him up. Heat him up.
Get him. Yeah.
We was in a 3-2-6. I say heat him up. They line up in 3-2-6. So that tell you Bama did the same thing to the quarterback that couldn't throw the football. They run 3-2-6. I say heat him up. Heat his ass up until he proved to you that he can throw that damn football.
Let him prove it to you. That's Kirby philosophy. You might beat me. Prove it. Prove it. Don't play
you ain't gonna beat Kirby. You're not gonna beat Kirby. You can't throw the football.
That's right.
That's period. You can beat him if you can't run, but you damn sure ain't gonna beat him if you can't pass.
That's right. And see, I as an offensive guy, I used to love teams that drop so many people because that gave, especially if I got a young quarterback, man, that could run. I would just tell him, just take off. Just take off, bro. Mm-hmm. In a high school game, you can get major yards, or especially a good athlete. That one little run at some point gonna turn into a big one.
Yeah. Hey, drop back, look 2 times and get gone.
Let's get going. That's it.
This has been an awesome show, man. I'm telling you. That definitely shout out to Coach Johnson, man. Definitely gonna definitely have to make a few trips up there before the season start. Definitely, especially if they playing Viga. I meant to ask them that. Where they playing at. I don't know if they're going
playing in Ben Russell. Yeah, he said week 4.
So they gotta come up here to make Jemison. I'm gonna go to that game.
That was so weak. Hey, we on the road, Coach. We up. We going
Jemison. Hey, no, Jemison.
Nah, I'm gonna go over there.
Y'all remember Johnson? Jemison, they bought it. That's the
man. We got some games. We already got the games lined up.
Where John Pitt, alma mater.
Hey, Coach, I'm gonna have to get up there. I'm gonna get with Jonathan.
Hey, y'all go
Marvin,
I already thought we going to the Bob Jones one.
Oh, Bob Jones. They game gonna be nowhere packed. Like Bob Jones had 10, almost 10,000.
No, I said the Bob Jones made Jemison game. Ain't that the one?
What talking about for coach?
No, the one. No.
Bob Jones. I was talking about. Oh, the game of the year is James Clemens and Bob Jones.
Okay, James Clemens. My fault.
Yeah, them school Travel Pernell tell you them school 5 minutes apart. One on County Line, one on Hughes. I mean, literally 5 minutes apart. You know what I'm saying? Might not even be 5 minutes.
But that's just like us in the Central, right? 10 minutes apart.
Yeah.
War.
Appreciate everybody coming up in here and always showing love, man. That's why I said the content picking back up. NFL draft next week. Definitely gonna have, once again, for the people that didn't get to hear, Jimmy Smith, the man. The man. If you don't know the man, you better look him up because he was a bad motherfucker. And that was my guy. That was my guy. So have him on the show is going to be, I'll probably smiling idiot the whole show like, damn, man.
You can't be damn fanboy.
Oh, man, I be fanned out for my guys, man. I'm sorry. I don't care. I can be professional and fanned out at the
same time.
I don't care.
You can't be damn fanboy. You gotta
I don't care. And I tell them I don't care. But one half of Thunder and Lightning. Shout out to Keenan McCardell too.
Yes, sir.
But I'm gonna let these brothers shout out their channel, man. We gonna get up out of here. Coach Carl.
Hey man, you can find me on the block with Coach Carr. My Twitter handle is right down there, Coach KD Taylor on X. Yeah, we do the Rep One thing. So we got Rep One website going on. So athletes, man, just have them go over there and sign up on Rep One. We got financial literacy and a lot of stuff that coming out on that app too, man, for young kids, parents, even adults, man. That we need to get some financial literacy courses, go on there and take them, man. So we're gonna have a lot of stuff going on our website, man. But we about to get busy, get on the road. I think I'm gonna take my second stop. Gonna be over there at Ben Russell. I'm gonna go over there probably the next 2 weeks, man. Go over there and catch up with Coach Johnson, man. Take some photos and interview some kids and see what we got over there outside of Kingston. I don't want no parts of Kingston. He's known everywhere, so I want to know everybody beside Kingston.
Coach Sean.
Big facts, man. Love what Coach Carl and John, all the guys are doing, man. Big shout out to all those guys. Big shout out to all the guys over there at Bama Standard. Big shout out to Piano Man who in the chat, man. Love seeing my brother, what he doing.
Catch him in the morning. Always.
Yeah.
Y'all already know what time it is and hit that subscribe button.
Facts, man. Love Piano Man show. We go hard all the time. Everybody in the chat, man, you guys are awesome. Mimi, you guys always have the best agent. Y'all got the best questions. Y'all the best chat in the world, man. Ephraim always coming with the He said Coach Carr had a damn ponytail.
Ephraim is crazy.
Right?
No,
Ephraim is crazy, man.
I wanted to choke him, but I can't.
I said a ponytail.
And got Susan talking about telling about Dark One, Coach Carr. I mean,
Ephraim is crazy.
Dark One is my artist name, man. I be making music, sitting behind the mic, and then I drop a few songs in the Piano Man chat, so they be liking my song. So when I get done here, I'm gonna sit behind this mic, put up my little shield, and then I'm gonna finish with my other song. I got a new song. I'm probably gonna drop it on Spotify.
Ken, the Bama fan, you are right, Ken. I was supposed to do it the other day, man, and something came up, bro. Hey, Friday. It might be tomorrow, Ken. I'll post it on Twitter if it do early to let you know. Get the guys back on here, man, just to break them down since the 8-day game is over. A lot of great running backs on this team that I really hope they give them a chance. I hadn't been excited about running backs in a few years. I hope they give them an opportunity because we got some very good ones, Coach Carl. I hope they'll make these boys pass pro all the time. But you can definitely find me at JMHO Sports Talk on Twitter and YouTube. You know what I'm saying, Coach Carl?
Oh, yeah.
And agent.
And B-Shaw, tell him B-Shaw what I said about Trayshawn Brown. Tell him what I said about Trayshawn. I told them, I said this plain and day. I think Trayshawn Brown was better than EJ Collier.
I believe that. Now that I don't believe.
I said that, but it wasn't the fact that talent-wise, that he does all the little things. EJ is the type of guy that want that breakout home run hitter. He's a home run hitter. He's a phenomenal freak. He's probably the most talented running back in the whole room. Trayshawn is that Coach Sean running back that ain't dodging you.
I heard
he's not dodging you.
Clint say he looked like Josh Jacobs out there. So he was
get your ass in that hole. He gonna run you over. Now he'll dodge you in the open field if it's you and another guy. Right? If you and another guy coming, he can run your ass over. But if just you by yourself, he'll give you a quick step and go and get Ryan. But if you and somebody else, or you before he get to that goal line, he gonna run your ass the hell over. That's Trayshawn Brown. EJ gonna try to dodge you. Trayshawn gonna run through you.
It ain't too much of a lower level, Ken, man. Don't worry. I'm about to say he one of them ones now, especially him picking up that weight.
He picking up that weight was gonna get more speed and more burst. But Trayshawn already got the weight. Like he came in already that dude. He was just overlooked. He wasn't getting the fame like EJ. Now EJ a little hurt. He's showing everybody why Bama came calling late.
That's how Josh Jake. Hey, I take it, man.
Yeah.
So, hey, man, appreciate everybody. Hopefully, Piano Man doing his show in the morning so he can talk about how much he loves Tom Brady, because I know how much he loves Tom Brady and he wants to wear his jersey. So
who said it? Who said it?
Oh, Piano Man. You know Piano Man loves Tom Brady.
Who said it? Okay.
But
I can't wait to hear that shit.
Yeah,
I'm tuning in at 7
let me get
o'clock
out
in
of
the
here
morning
before
to
he
hear that one.
responds because I don't want him to tell us how much he's a fan of him.
I'm
But
gonna be
y'all
there at
already
7
know.
o'clock. I want to hear that shit, and I know he come on at 8.
Shout out to everybody. Y'all already know forever in the day, F them trees and everything. Jimmy Smith on Monday. And shout out to Piano Man and Tom Brady. We'll catch y'all on the next one.
Damn.
Peace out and roll
Fuck
damn
them
tide.
Patriots.